Looking for something extra to throw in there this holiday season that'll make everybody want to come back for 4th, 5th, and 6th? I am talking about sausage balls, but not no ordinary ones. Hey, these are spiced up with a little jalapeno, but also got 3 kinds of cheese in them. Come on, I'm going to show you how to make them. They're easy and everybody's going to want some. Hey, thank y'all for stopping by camp. Whoo, what are we talking about? Sausage balls. Now, man, they got all kinds of them. You look them up, people got everything in the world on them. But hey, we're going to make ours extra cheesy and a little bit of spice to kick because we got to get them jalapenos in there. But what better time to have some hors d'oeuvres, whether you're watching around a football game gathered up or you just need something to satisfy your crew till the main course gets on the table. Hey, I've eaten these for the main course, so it is really good. It is a thing that you're going to enjoy. And what is it? Simple. And everything that we use in this recipe will be listed down there in the little link below. So hey, let's get to making some sausage balls. Hey, I got to give a little shout out here to my Ariat people out there because they keep me looking good, they do. And they got a holiday sale going on. Ooh, the little link will be down there below. Get you some of them clothing. It is all going to be good holiday shopping. Now, we're talking about sausage balls. So what, Shan, do you think would be the most important ingredient that you could add to a sausage ball?
Turkey meat.
And we're talking about sausage, and sausage come off a hog, it does. And I'm using 1 pound, and I sure do be liking me some Potters, but there's a lot of good sausage out there. And you can even use some spicy Italian sausage or chorizo, whatever you want to use, but try not to use something that's really, really greasy. Now, 1 pound of meat, and look here. Wisconsin people's already saying, praise the Lord, pass the biscuits, and the cheese man is back on it. I'm talking 1 block of that, what you call it, jalapeno.
1 block?
You can't never have too much cheese, Shen. A lot of people be thinking, the Cowboy has too much cheese. Ask the people from Wisconsin. The pepper jack has went in, so now we are calling for the cheddar. Now, I guess you could substitute whatever kind of cheese you wanted, but hey, these are the 2 that I like the best, so that's what we're going to have in there. Now, if you would happen to know, we did a smoked cheese video, and you talk about something that would be good in these sausage balls, some of that smoked cheese. You didn't watch the video? Oh my gosh. And then Shan, they're going to have you a little link pop up there where you can go see it. Smoke you some cheese. It's the right time of the year. Temperatures in the 40. Smoking cheese is easier now than it is when it's 108. Both cheeses is in there, but we got us a half a block of that there cream cheese. Now I'm just going to lay right there. And if you had one of them mixers, got them big dough hook on it, this would be really nice. But do you see no electric pole out here anywhere, Duker? I sure don't. So we're going to do it the old-fashioned way. And what are we going to break out? The tater masher here in a minute. But we got 1 jalapeno. Now y'all know me, I like to spice things up just a little bit. And I'm going to leave the stems, the seeds, all of it in there. And grating jalapeno is a great thing, it is, and it adds so much flavor, and we need a little kick in these sausage balls, we do, so we're going to put the whole thing in there. Now, after we got that in there, guess what, folks? Make sure you get all them seeds out of there. And right here, we also have 2 of them green onions, or as Justin call them, green onion, and 3 garlic cloves. We be needing them garlics now this time of year. That stuff is a great antibiotic. So let's just go to mashing. And if you need to get your hands in there, hey, don't be afraid. It is okay. See what I'm talking about, Shan? That's why we got the rubber gloves on. So I think we're going to get this right here for just a minute and just go to town with it. Then we'll get that tater masher back out here in a minute. But folks, these is easy to do. You can get the kids in there to helping you. And ooh, them already got a good flavor coming out of them rascals, they do. I can be feeling this is going to be a great thing, it is. Well, it's about all mashed up, it is. Incorporated well. Make sure you got all of your little old tater masher cleaned off to the best of your ability. Well, folks, we got it incorporated well, and we're going to use some of that there W sauce. I ain't even going to say what it's called. I'm just going to call it W sauce. And we're just going to sprinkle, try to get it all incorporated there well and everywhere, and just let her be. And then, hey, you know, folks be using all kinds of stuff to mix with this as a binding agent. I've known it to be cracker crumbs, Ritz crackers, cornmeal, anything that'll bind. But what does everybody want to use? Bisquick, biscuit mix. Hey. And if you ain't got none of that around, look there in the pantry. Do you have some of that instant pancake mix? I use that too. It's got to be the kind that says just add water. That has buttermilk flavoring in it. It's so good, but it's going to add just a little sweetness to this. And you can use Bisquick and it won't, but also you could just use some flour and some baking powder and some salt and be good to go. So we're going to start with about 1.5 cups because it's sort of like making biscuits. You don't want to get them too dry, folks. You just want them just right, and just sprinkle accordingly. Now we're going to mix this, and then we're going to go back and get our other 1/2 cup in there. So just go to forming you up into a big dough ball. So we're going to go back with that other 1/2 cup we are. And just go to getting her all mixed up well. Sort of like kneading dough it is, but it will stick to your fingers on occasion. You be asking yourself, why did you ever take them gloves off? I asked myself that too, I did. But folks, I want to tell you, this right here has already brought back some memories for me. Just the smell coming out of there with that Worcestershire and them onions and jalapeno and cheese. It's going to be a great thing, it is. So when you can get it out, and I'd say that's about getting out style right there, I would just ask you that you just put you a sprinkling of flour. Since I ain't got the flour handy, we're just going to use a sprinkling of this. Just something that we can coat the bottom of this board where it don't stick to it. Well, folks, I put them gloves back on, but if you ain't got none, hey, before you start this process, just wet your hands just a little bit. And I just want you to pinch these off because we're sort of going to make them about golf ball size. Now, I never played no golf, so you need to try to keep them uniform so they all have about the same cooking time. Looky there. I would think that is just right. And look here in this Dutch oven, what's in there? Some parchment paper. Now, if you're doing this in the house, in the oven, preheat it to 375 degrees. Get you one of them cookie sheets. Lay the parchment paper in there because, folks, we need it just so they don't get so brown right there on the bottom. We'll place all these in there, get them rolled up. We're going to go to town. Well, we loaded them up in that 16, set them on a trivet. What? Trivet? Yeah. It's one of them things that helps you control your cooking time when you're cooking out here because you can get away from the heat just a little bit. Where can you find them? www.kentrollins.com. That is an advertisement right there. But folks, I have been using them things for a long time. Used to use 3 rocks, but hey, they're good to go. Now, we loaded up coals around the outside edge of the Dutch oven. Don't be putting none directly under, then pretty heavy on top. Now, in the house, you'll be cooking these 20 to 25 minutes, but out here, it's probably going to take roughly 15 to 20 with some good hardwood coals. And that Fogo and that mix of mesquite we got laid in these wood piles, we have got some good coals. So we'll rotate it in a minute, top one way, bottom the other, even out the hot spots it will. Whew. Smell that? Let me look at y'all's weight. That is smelling good. Now, about halfway through this cooking process, if you are cooking these outside in a Dutch oven, have your handy dandy fork there. Turn one of them up a little to where you can see it. If it's getting a little too brown, you can rotate it a little, or let's pull some of them coals back away from it, and that's what we're fitting to do. But first, we're going to sprinkle it with some of this good enough mesquite seasoning. Ooh-wee, ain't them pretty? I mean, they is so pretty. Now, folks, when you get to thinking about, is they done? Is they not done? Just give them a little push there. They'll firm up so nice, but hey, them things is going to be hot. But the thing Shan love about these more than anything else, look at that cheese, how it eases out there and makes them good cheese crisp right there on the end.
So good.
And there is some cheesy goodness going on in there with them jalapenos and onions. That in there is too hot to bite. It's burning my fingers. So I'm going to choose this fella over here. And guess what I'm going to put on him, Shan? Some of that green chili chipotle relish made by who? That guy right there. I'm telling you, this stuff is habit forming. You pups is just going to have to wait because Dad been looking forward to these. Oh gosh, it's hot. Whew, But folks, I'm just telling you, that sprinkling that's there, that mesquite seasoning, but you get the jalapeno and the onion and them 3 cheeses that go in there. I've been to a lot of places and had some sausage balls, and they be so dry, you be needing something to really dip them in. But I think y'all can see there is a lot of good moisture in there, and look at that cheese and onion and jalapeno. I mean, folks, you can dip these and ready to go, and you ain't got to have but one tooth, and you can still eat these rascals. And what's it going to make you do? It's going to make you do the holiday time and sausage balls. That's what I'm talking about. That is some good eating right there, and they're so easy to make, and it takes very little time to do it. So hey, get the family in there, join around the table, share the holidays with the ones you love, and share the sausage balls. But hey, don't forget our good folks at Ariat. They got you some great holiday savings they're going to put on there. But also we do too on our website, so be sure and check out all the holiday shopping items that are there. Hey, as always, we tip our hat to all the servicemen and women, the veterans, the first responders, and everybody that is keeping us safe in this time. And remember, this channel is a place to where we can all come in together and be as family. Hey, me and Shannon, we love you. We never take it for granted that you watch our videos. Adios, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Thanksgiving, and let's have some sausage balls. What? He said I like a sausage ball.